This morning I'm in my kitchen making Christmas shortbread. It's one of my very favorite recipes because it's so easy to adapt. This is my basic shortbread recipe. It's very simple, and I'm going to add in some chocolate chips, peppermint extract, and I found some crushed candy canes that I thought would be good too. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Chloe. I write the blog Boxwood Avenue. I share everyday tips for simple living. I've got easy and delicious recipes like this, homesteading tips and tricks, and lots of interior design ideas. You can find me at boxwoodavenue.com. So like I said, this is my basic Christmas shortbread recipe. Well, you can make shortbread any time of year, but it's very simple. It's just butter, sugar, and flour. And then the options are endless. You can mix and match different ingredients to switch up the shortbread to be any flavor combination that you like. We're gonna do a peppermint chocolate version. So I've got Guitar chocolate chips, which are my favorite chocolate chips to bake with. And I found crushed candy cane at the grocery store, but if you can't find the crushed candy cane, you just crush some candy canes up yourself. So I'm gonna start by creaming the sugar and the butter together. I've got 2 sticks of butter, and then I'm gonna add in 3/4 cups of sugar, and I'm gonna whip that up until it's really light and fluffy. And then I'm gonna add in my peppermint extract at that time. I'm gonna add in about 1/4 teaspoon. I don't really like an overly apparent peppermint flavor, but if you really like peppermint, you can add a little bit more. Once my butter and sugar are all creamed together, I've added in my peppermint extract. I'm gonna add in 2 cups of flour, and then I'm going to add in the chocolate chips and the candy canes, and I'll just stir that in until it's thoroughly combined. Once all of my ingredients are together, I will press it into a large baking dish and I will bake it at 325 until it's nice and golden brown. And then I like to use a little pie crust cutter to cut it into little triangles, which I think are really cute. And I'm going to put them in boxes and jars, and I've got some gift tags that I've printed out to give these as Christmas gifts this year. Just in the process of transferring them from the baking dish to the plate, I think I've eaten 5 or 6 of them. I probably have chocolate on my face. They're so good. Here's a tip though. I made 2 batches, and one I cooked just a couple minutes longer, and I would say I overbaked it. So right when you see the top starting to turn golden brown, that's when you want to pull it from the oven. They're really crumbly if you overbake them, so don't overbake them. Cut them when they are still pretty warm, and then let them cool off a bit in their baking dish, and then you go ahead and pull them out of the baking dish. They shouldn't stick because there's a lot of butter, but if you try and cut them once they're cooled, they may crumble apart, and if you try and take them out of the dish when they're still hot, they may fall apart too. So cut them after they've cooled for just a couple minutes, and then let them cool all the way in the pan, and then go ahead and remove them after they're totally cooled, and try not to eat the whole batch in one sitting because they are so good. For lots more chocolate peppermint recipes, you can visit my blog. I've got a really yummy chocolate peppermint donut. I've got chocolate peppermint chewy cookies, which are so good. I hope that if you make any of them, you'll take a picture, tag me. I'm on Instagram. I'm at Boxwood Avenue. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and visit me at boxwoodavenue.com.